Good morning, everyone. I'm Charissa Sims, live event host for Humanities Team, a 501c3 nonprofit organization whose mission is to make conscious living pervasive worldwide by 2040. And I'm coming to you live from Lafayette, Colorado. Welcome, Master Mingtong Gu. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here with all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we're so excited to learn from your wisdom and connect deeper with you. And Ming Tong and I were just talking about tea and drinking our favorite tea. So I want to welcome Master Ming Tong Gu's audience and also those streaming live through Humanities Team Facebook page and also the Stream Plus members that are here with us now in the green room. Welcome. Thanks for being members and being on camera. And welcome to the Sign Network. And if you're watching from our live event page or the HT Facebook or YouTube channel, we're so appreciative that you've joined us today. Because it's a live program, we will have time for comments and questions. So try to get it in within the first 30 to 40 minutes of the program, and you may get your question answered by Ming Tong. Let me share about Master Mingtong Gu. He was named Qigong Master of the Year by the 13th World Congress on Qigong and Traditional Chinese Medicine, and is known for his profound ability to harness energy in order to accelerate personal and global healing. And I just wanted to note that you have so much happiness and joy that exudes from your being. It's really wonderful to be in your presence. So
Thank you.
Master Gu, yes, my pleasure. Master Gu is a sought-after healer, practitioner, and teacher. With his joyous and skillful Qigong teachings, he brings ancient wisdom to the West for better health and happiness in modern times. He has trained at the largest Qigong hospital in China, where he helped people with major physical and emotional challenges and founded the Qi Center and the Center for Wisdom and Healing in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Master Gu leads retreats and workshops worldwide. And we want to highlight Master Gu's More Energy series that teaches wisdom healing of Qigong. So Master Gu has 3 programs on Stream Plus: More Energy, More Fulfillment, More Energy, More Health, and More Energy, More Love. So who wouldn't want that? So happy you're here, Ming Tong.
Thank you. Thank you again.
Yes, and where are you connecting from today?
Yeah, I'm in Santa Fe, in my greenhouse, actually, which is also my office and the meditation room, the place I teach from. So it's really wonderful to be with nature, the green, the flowers, and all seasons here. And obviously, right now is abundant outside too in Santa Fe.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And do you find that that gives you more energy as well, having all of those vibrant plants around you?
Totally, totally. That's one discovery. Also, actually, through Qigong, but also living here in Santa Fe, really discovering the truth. The ultimate truth is that nature, Mother Nature, is ultimate medicine. It's a
Mm,
source of life, source of nourishment, source of joy, source of fulfillment. So that is my personal passion, discovery, and that is what we needed right now so most.
yes. And what brought you to Santa Fe?
Yeah, good question. Today, we have a group here, about 27, 28 people came from all around the world, and they're doing amazing work and really about connecting, honoring Gaia, Mother Nature, and using different spiritual tradition, including indigenous tradition, to connect with the Mother and for healing. So this morning I took them to the trees. We have 3 amazing ancient tree. They're all 800 years old, cottonwood tree. Each one takes 8, 10 people to hug, and all existing on the same land of 100 acres of land here. So people often ask me, how did I find the place? I'm still like pondering, like, how did I end up here?
Maybe the trees called you.
Right,
Maybe they
totally.
called you
So
in.
there's a many explanation, many explanation. I think spiritually it's really, I feel like I not only I found this place, the land, now the tree, but also the land, the tree found me. I think we're calling each other, and ultimately, the Mother Nature is calling us home. And so wherever we finding ourselves to be, we, how to discover this deeper connection with the Mother Nature and discover this experience we're longing for coming home. And so practically, in life, everything, one thing leading to another, one thing leading to another. Ultimately, in my case, the strong desire want to have my own retreat center, a home base for all the work I've been doing for the last 20 years. And that desire leading me to discover this retreat center, ultimately, move here in Santa Fe.
Oh, beautiful. That really touched me. It almost brought me to tears when you said Mother Nature is calling us home. So beautiful. Could you tell us a little bit about your initial education in China and what led you to pursue a bachelor's degree in mathematics?
That's a long story, but I'll make it short. It's like,
Well, we
you
do
know,
have an hour, so, stay moderate.
yeah. Um, everybody's story is quite unique, can be really fascinating. But look at the big picture, again, how one thing leads to another, how we discover the deeper desire, deeper purpose, yet deeper conviction for life. And it's a journey. It's a journey. And for me, my childhood definitely, kind of set the stage for this journey, including growing up in the countryside, in a small village, and adopted, and actually many times, and then eventually went back to my birth parents. And then at the age of 15, I left home to go to college, and that's the first time living in a large city in China. And obviously, and I starting with my academic career as studying mathematics. And actually, I earned not only bachelor degree but 2 master in mathematics. Then on the way to pursue PhD program in Harvard, and but in
Oh,
that
wow,
process,
you were really good at math. That's amazing.
actually, obviously not good enough to finish my PhD program. I realized that pretty soon. So
Yeah.
I discovered my passion in fine art, and I went to graduate school, Ohio State, to pursue fine art for 10 years actually, and finished 2 master degree in fine art. So it was like crazy making totally like, I don't know, 4 master degree, then eventually and the master degree in Qigong. So I have a 5 master degree officially in this life.
Congratulations.
And that's kind of crazy, kind of funny, right? So, but in any case, whatever it takes, yeah, discovering your passion. And I think, it's kind of crazy story, but for me, I feel like nothing is wasted because eventually I discovered my passion, discovered my destiny, purpose, life. So often, you have to do a lot of things. Often we think of making mistake, but in my case, I never thought in my life made any mistake, just part of life, leading me to where I am right now, this moment. And so make me, who am I, in this moment. So, But eventually in this process, the fine art, study fine art lead me to more exposure to different culture, different spiritual tradition, different symbolism, from artist point of view. But then I discovered the spiritual dimension of these different culture, different tradition. And that process, then suddenly I discovered Qigong through a friend, and she's from this culture, Native, American, not a Native American, but she's white, she educated, and she lived in Columbus, Ohio at the time, and she was teaching Tai Chi and Qigong. So I was really fascinated, a Western woman and teaching Qigong. So we became very good friends. Obviously, I have to, find out what is Qigong is. I never heard of it. So then quickly I fall into in love with Qigong and went back to China and studied more with my teachers. And he's the founder of the system Wisdom Healing Qigong, also the founder of the Medicine-less Qigong Hospital in China. And in the beginning, I was study with him, a couple months at a time, then eventually studied 2 years with him, finishing my master training program. Then afterwards, I came back to US to start to teach full-time, and in the last 23 years now. That's the short story.
Well, that's incredible. I love how your background influenced who you are today. And what exactly is a Qigong hospital? I
Yes,
really would love to visualize this.
right. So it's kind of a nickname called hospital, but actually it's not a hospital in a conventional sense. It's a health recovery center and based on just Qigong, without any medical treatment, medical prescription, without any dietary restriction, eating just healthy, normal food. And the main action activity is Qigong. And so Qigong, for any of us new, it's basically has a long history from the ancient history of China. It's like really the best way to understand. It's like parallel to yoga. Yoga came from India, have a long ancient history. Same way Qigong come out of China, very ancient history. And the cosmology, the methodology is very similar. It's about working with energy, enhancing your internal capacity of mind, body, heart, spirit. So obviously, different culture have different flavor. And in this case, the Chinese flavor of Qigong is, yeah, from my point of view, is more focused on health, more focused on longevity, but also has a deeper spiritual dimension to it. And some of us, have maybe explored Tai Chi, Qigong, but when you explore further, then you discover the spiritual dimension of it. So when you're working with the energy, Qi means energy, Gong means practice, cultivation, working with energy. So when you're working with energy, now we have so many different modality, terminology, traditions on, but the deeper science is very simple. From a wisdom and Qigong point of view, is that when you're working with energy, first is really expanding your mind's perception from the openness and realizing energy existing in the whole universe everywhere. Energy comes in both physical, non-physical. Energy comes in both visible, invisible. And energy is the foundation of life. Everything, all existence is made of energy. All function, including our health, is based on how the energy is flowing in your energy system. And so the deeper wisdom is that realizing not only energy existing, but you have the capacity you have a responsibility to connect with energy, cultivating energy, and particularly to cultivate yourself as energy system. So no matter what happened in the past, your health condition, your diagnosis, problem in life, the circumstance beyond your control, but you have the the capacity, the hidden capacity to access your own energy system, to regulate your energy, to upgrading this energy system. As a result, you can upgrade in your health. You can increase in your experience, your capacities. Two things is slightly different. Often we're looking for the experience, but where the experiences come from is your capacity. So you're cultivating the internal capacity of connecting the energy system of yourself, upgrading your energy function, no matter what is the circumstances, no matter what is the diagnosis, no matter what is the history is. So that is like, it's such a simple view, simple paradigm, but often we forget. Yeah, we're trying to problem solving. We're trying to wait for life change, circumstance
Mhm.
changes, and
Or take medication
exactly,
or quick
exactly,
fix.
exactly. We continue to become the victim of history, victim of circumstances, a
Mhm.
victim of life. We feel hopeless, we feel anxious, we feel depressed, we feel lost, and we feel disconnected. So Qigong is really ancient practice. It's very simple, but the practice is essential for you to reconnecting with your body, reconnecting the deeper dimension of your body's energy, and connecting with the mother nature, the energy of the earth, the energy of the universe, the energy of life, and you feel abundant, you feel connected, you feel empowered, you feel creative, you feel open, you feel spiritually purposeful, living your life purposefully. So from that place, you continuously increasing your capacity. So more you increasing your capacity, more you feel the fulfillment of life. These two things is like parallel. You cannot say, oh, if I'm happy, then I'm increasing my capacity. So you have to do both, equally important. Yeah, and
Right.
that
No
is
matter how
yeah,
you feel, do the
yeah,
practice. I mean, even if
yeah.
you're not feeling up for it or happy, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, so that's kind of a personal summary of what Qigong is. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I appreciate that. Well, what was it about Dr. Pang Ming's approach or his philosophy to the Qigong hospital that drew you to study with him?
Yeah, so he, from a very vast background, professionally, he is a physician in Western medicine, but he also is an expert in traditional Chinese medicine. So professionally, he is a doctor, but after he explored using Qigong method, working with his patient and realizing much better result, so he kind of let go of the profession as a doctor. So he letting go of any kind of diagnosis, any kind of treatment, and just use Qigong. So he started to teach students, using Qigong method for self-healing, getting, profound result beyond any kind of medical record. It's like, so in the medicine Qigong hospital at the time when I was there was 3,000 people, even at the time 5,000 people practicing together, not just occasionally, but 1 month at a time, every day. It's an overnight, staying there. It's a retreat center. And so his approach is very simple, that you have the energy, but when the energy is stagnated in your system, then all the function, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, is compromised. And when the energy is open, then all the function come back to the most optimal, and you continue improving your health, and everything become possible, including even total recovery from so-called incurable condition from the medical point of view. Yeah, and this diagnosis, whether it's incurable or chronic, means medically the doctor who is treating you don't know what to do with this condition. That means they don't have the prescription to cure this disease. But that doesn't mean the disease itself is incurable. So we have
Right.
a total
Is
misunderstanding
Yeah.
And so when you tap into the power of the mind, the power of energy, the power of the earth, it's complete different story. Complete different story. So when you open to the cosmology of energy, then everything is possible because energy is the foundation of life. When you experience energy, the power, the natural capacity, intelligence you experience, then everything become possible. But then it's a commitment. It's a choice. Continue working with your energy system, how you can upgrade your energy. Then eventually, not only from first day you can experience improvement of your energy, the quality of life, even better functioning of your body, but ongoing basis. Then you change the pattern program from the past as a result as a disease, and so you're on the way to recover from any limitation, any diagnosis, any health issues. So the best case is people totally recover from incurable condition, and that is kind of a norm, but takes practice, takes commitment. So my job right now, the main job, is not only inspire everybody to open their mind, open their heart to this possibility, but also empowering you if you're ready. Yeah, understand what takes to realize your goal. So often we're thinking, I have this goal, but you don't want to do the work to realize the goal. You're expecting, you're wishing someone else to take care of your health, take care of yourself, take care of your pain, your energy, and looking for shortcut, looking for quick fix, and never get it to the place where you want to go. Then you come to Qigong, then you're expecting a short outcome, quick outcome. And that is not the truth. So I want to be very clear here.
Yeah.
Qigong is not a quick fix. It's not a shortcut. It's not instantaneous gravitation. It's a taking a responsibility for self-care, self-practice, self-healing, self-love, self-empowerment. Ultimately is about self-realization. So when you're willing to do that, then the outcome naturally happens.
Right.
And
That makes
so, yeah, for example, students come to me, I have this condition,
uh-huh.
diagnosed whenever, but it has this condition for 1 decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. Now teach me method so I can recover in 3 days. I said, good luck.
Yeah. You know what's so
Please
interesting?
be real.
Yeah.
So I said, what if you willing to do 3 years of work, then see what happens.
Yeah.
So that's the mindset. I'm helping people to open to shift. Not just be, oh, everything's possible, miracle is possible, energy creating miracle. Yeah, miracle can happen. But if you're not willing to do the work, unlikely going to happen to you.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
kind of
good point.
my message. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a powerful message. And I would think when it comes to health, a lot of people are looking for that quick fix, even when it comes to healing or energy work, like this person that came to you and said, okay, 3 days. Of course, miracles can happen. Anything is possible. But are you committed to this being a part of your life so that you can prevent future diseases as well? But I find sometimes people, if they're working for, let's say, a work goal or they're starting their own business, okay, that makes sense. This is going to take time. We'll put in the work. But when
Correct.
it comes to the health, they're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I have to eat healthy. Is this forever? Yeah. I mean, this is a commitment to your sacred body. So, what were some of the most significant lessons you learned during this period of studying with your teacher?
Yeah. Yeah. So many lessons. And that's really a wonderful question to come back again and again. Yeah, first lesson I think I share with everybody already is life, health is like life, takes choice, takes commitment, takes practice, takes time. That's really most important lesson. Most important lesson. And so just come back to that point again a little bit more is because it's really important to be aware of our limited mindsets, concerning with the health, not only transactional, not only looking for quick fix, but it's this way of living life. We're giving this body to health practitioners, to the doctor, to whoever, it's like expecting them to fix it. And that's its ultimate most powerful problems. Because of that, we're expecting the quick fix. We're not willing to do the work. We're not trained to do internal work ourselves. We don't have that training. We don't have that experience. We don't have that way of living life. And that is so important for us to be aware first. So the journey turning inward to take care of yourself is a new journey for us. It's a new commitment. It's a new choice. And that's why it takes time to learn that, to be patient with that. It's very different from taking care of someone else, taking care of a project in your work, taking care of others. So that is one insight. And the next thing is what I learned is really the most important part of the healing journey, including the spiritual awakening journey, is connection with this body. Connection with this body. And we're so disconnected. We're so disconnected. And so many of us, I think with probably no exception on the planet Earth nowadays, except the indigenous people now. We are so much in the neck up, living in the neck up. Neck up. We're so busy, so lost in the mental dimension, the mental story, the mental business, the mental label, the intellectual engagement of knowledge, information, all that, problem solving, all that. On one hand, this is needed, it's important, but on the other hand, we're missing the big dimension of life from here down, the feeling of the heart, the connection of the heart, the experience of the heart, and also the experience of the whole body experience. With this relationship with our body is so superficial, is summarized by this idea, this metaphor of this body is a vehicle. This body is hardware. And this body is a rental machine, rental vehicle. And you trash it, use it, you abuse it, you complain about it, you give to someone else to fix it when there's a problem. And this relationship with the body's mechanical disconnected relationship is going to lead into the outcome. Eventually, we become robot. And that is what's happening now. And this disconnection with this body is leading to the disconnection with the Mother Earth. With the Mother Earth. The physicalized spiritual existence. And that is the second lesson, probably most important lesson I have learned from my own healing journey, as well working with students over the years, tens of thousands of students with all kind of issue. The number one teaching I'm offering, it's a process, it's a practice. Again, it's reconnecting with this body, feeling this body, experiencing this body, honoring this body, appreciating this body, discovering this body is so much more than biology, than physiology, than mechanical, than the story, than the diagnosis, than what we're assuming is. So that is the main lessons, and I'm sharing again. So I have so many to share, but let's continue with your question first.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. And if anyone in the audience Facebook, YouTube, or here in the green room has any questions, feel free to put it in the chat and we'll ask them to Mingtong, Master Gu. Well, your programs on Stream Plus are just a wonderful introduction to Qigong for anyone who wants to cultivate health and well-being. So the series More Energy features lessons, lectures, and meditations that are possible for all activity levels. So I'd like to play a clip while we're waiting for questions to come in. And this is from the Stream Plus program where you share your personal journey of discovering Qigong. Can you play that clip, Jim?
And I studied mathematics in China for 6 years and end up come here. But still, after a while, realizing my life was not totally fulfilling. I was searching for something, searching for a way to make a change, searching a way to become happier, and feel good about life. In that stage, I discovered my passion for art. And so as a visual artist, I was fascinated about metaphysical images. And in the process, discovered Qigong as a practice and deeply grounded in Chinese tradition. From, searching, I discovered Qigong, but at the same time also Qigong come to me. A friend, a comic friend, she is a Westerner, and she was teaching Tai Chi, but also a little bit of this form of Qigong. So I ended up taking some class with her, then with her teacher, and he's Chinese. Eventually, he helped me to connect with the center. So I went back to the center to study with our teacher, Dr. Penn.
Oh, that was wonderful. And I know you shared about that earlier, but it was kind of nice to have the stream clip and then all the images. I liked seeing you with your teacher and all the art. That was beautiful. Yeah. So we do have some questions from our audience. David asks, do you offer teacher training?
Good question. I used to do that, certify more than 100 teachers.
Oh, wow.
But lately we paused that training programs, so I'm not sure when we're going to return to that again. But I do know, and this year we are offering a coaching training program, and realizing the practitioner often need more personal support beyond just receiving the teaching and in the connecting the larger community, which is continue to be important, but personal coaching support we're providing more, and also want to train more coach to do that. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
That's great. That's interesting. And this is a great question too. What is the difference between Tai Chi and Qigong? David asks.
Yeah, good question. So historically, Tai Chi is one form of Qigong. And obviously Tai Chi become even more popular because of the movies and the celebrity, martial art, and the kind of dance kind of expression. And so, but in all different, let's say, school of Qigong, and each school of Qigong has slight different highlight, different emphasize, different methodology or different method. So Tai Chi has its own kind of methodology based on yin and yang balance, and practice more focus on the movement. Yeah. And so different school highlighting different things. So then wisdom healing Qigong in this case is, if you look at like integrative system of Qigong, is then you have all the 3 different kind of practice. One is movement, second is sound practice, the third is meditation practice in general. Yeah. And then the methodology, cosmology, also each Qi system has slightly difference. So the unique cosmology here is very simple, is acknowledging energy representing, I mean, as I mentioned in the beginning of the session, energy existing, encompassing all life. Energy is fulfilling the highest purpose, and energy is infinitely present. Energy is intelligent, and this living energy is the source of life as well, the continuous transformation expression of life. So with that said, basically it's about awakening ourselves to wholeness, awakening ourselves to oneness of energy, awakening self to the essence of who we are as pure energy. So the methodology is very simple. Is when the energy is contracted, then life is compromised. If the energy contracting in your physical body, then obviously the physical function, including health, is compromised. If the energy of your 5 organ system contracted, then you're experiencing more stressful emotions such as anxiety, depression, even overwhelmness and worries, and even anger, suppressed or whatnot. And another powerful emotion is sadness. So when the energy of your 5 organ system contract, we're experiencing these stressful emotion. But when the same energy opening again, then you're experiencing, let's say, positive emotion, fulfilling emotions such as joy, such as strong, confidence, courage, and creativity, empowerment, experiencing more compassion, all that positive, let's say, emotions start to naturally happen when the energy is shifting, opening again. And so when the energy is compromised in the body, then you're experiencing your mind capacity, including your creativity and even problem solving and capacity or memory capacity is compromised. So same way, you're working with the energy system, kind of continuously opening again, then the mental capacity, you're coming back, at least, gradually improving first. So that is the methodology. It's very simple methodology. So all the practice, movement, sound, meditation is focused on that, to open the energy, no matter what happened in the past. So in the course of more health, more energy, more health, yes, we focus more on the physical movement to open the energy, releasing the stress, releasing the contraction, releasing the blockages. Then the energy reestablishing a new energy communication system in your organ, in your brain, in your nervous system, in your muscle, in your tissue, in all the system. Then you're naturally enhancing your health. But also we incorporating the sound into this process. The second, cause for more energy, more joy is basically not only awakening the energy, slow the vibration, the energy of your heart, but also the energy of your 5 organs. So increasing your capacity to regulate your emotion, and from shifting from fear to empowerment, from worry to confidence, from anger to courage, from sadness to compassion, from hurts to joy to love. So when you're able to transform these stressful emotions, then you're naturally increasing your capacity to feel more joy, more love. And that is simple, but it's overlooked. We're looking for things to make us happy. And obviously, we know that doesn't last. And we know it's undependable. We know the ultimate experience of joy, love, and happiness has to come from within. So that is the teaching, the practice we do. Allow yourself, discover that capacity. not only the health, the happiness within you already, but you have the responsibility to awakening the energy, which is initiating the experience, the true feeling, true, living experience of health and joy and happiness, creativity, so on. So that is the principle behind it. Yeah, that's the uniqueness of wisdom healing qigong in terms of cosmology, methodology, and the practice itself. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. That makes sense. And I loved how you tied in your courses too. So I have another question from our audience. Is the sound healing you teach the 6 healing sounds practice, which I have not heard of?
Actually, it's 15 sound.
15.
Yeah, the
Okay.
6 sound healing is from another different qigong tradition, and
Oh,
the 6 sound healing is a little bit more popular in the qigong world,
I see.
and the sound system we do is very different, very unique. And actually, I'm not aware of any other qigong system use the same sound we do. And these 15 sound organized very sophisticatedly, 3 sound for each organ, for 5 organ system. Then the first sound for the physical dimension of the organ, second sound for the emotional dimension of the organ, the third sound for the mental, spiritual dimension of the organ. So we're speaking of the wisdom of your heart, the intelligence of your heart, not just associating the mind with the brain, We're speaking of the wisdom of your digestive system, wisdom of your kidney reproductive system. We're speaking of the wisdom of your purification system, including the immune system, even the wisdom of your lung, your respiratory system. So all that is encompassing much deeply, physical, emotional, mental, spiritually. And then we use also 5 elements organizing the practice so that creating the most powerful transformative process. So it's not random. It's not like, okay, you feel this problem, then you do this practice, make it better for temporary. So when you're addressing a problem based on diagnosis, based on temporary experiences, then the benefit is temporary. Okay, you can have the benefit, but it's a temporary experience, temporary benefit. So in order to creating a long-term benefit, especially establishing, yes, like your health baseline, a higher baseline, you can function for long-term in much greater capacity, greater fulfillment. And that's what we focus on. So that's what the whole teaching practice is organized. So it's not diagnosis based, it's not problem based, it's not for temporary purpose. It's upgrading every aspect of yourself. So that's how the sound is organized. 5 organ sound, you're completing all of them in one session. So in learning, you may go slow, one organ at a time. You may highlight in certain organ a short period of time. But for long term, you focus on all the 5 organ system. Allow them to come back to the most optimal connection, interaction, function again, again, again. So it's every day kind of upgrading.
Yes, that makes sense. Very interesting, David says. Thank you, Mingtong Gu, for answering my questions. Yes. And I'm grateful that you asked them. Thank you so much because I learned something about the sound and healing the organs. I'm thinking I need this. Like I can't wait to try it.
The truth is we all do.
Okay, well, yeah, exactly. That is the truth. In your experience, how does Qigong facilitate a deeper connection with one's own body and consciousness? And why do you think connection is crucial for personal and collective well-being?
Yeah. So the short answer is not about how, just do it. Short answer is repeating this process. The short answer is that you're starting with awareness or disconnection in our life. Oh, I'm too much in the head. Oh, I'm too busy. I'm too stressed. Oh, I'm complaining about the pain, not doing anything about it. Oh, I'm numbing this body by using this medication. Oh, I'm looking for quick release of pain, quick release of symptom by using this medication, or search for another doctor, another healer. So these are indication of disconnection. So be aware of that first. Be aware of that first. Then more you're aware of that, more you're asking yourself the next question. What can I do? Do I want to choose to connect with this body? This body is here to begin with. It's been following around for the whole life. Yeah. Not going anywhere. But you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice letting go of the busy thinking, busy mind, busy concept. Yeah. Or just searching outside of you. So you can come back to this body to heal again. So all the teaching, all the practice is there to support you that, guide you that, yeah, guide you that. But you have to do it. Not just listening to it, you have to do it, yeah, practice it. So that's one of the gift of Qigong, is there's always a practice for you to do it, for you to embody it. It's not like problem. How I do it, how I do it, how I do it. You never get to experience. No matter how many mental answers I give to you, how many quick fix I give to you, doesn't work. So second is the choice. The third is the practice. The next is the commitment. Commitment, yeah. Commitment.
That's beautiful.
Simple. That's the journey. That's the path.
Yeah.
So it's not like 100 different steps. You think of, oh, I have to solve all the problem. Then I can connecting with my body. Then I can discover my joy, can discover my consciousness. Doesn't work that way. This body is here already. Consciousness is here. It doesn't go anywhere. But you have to turn the switch. The switch is doing it.
That's the
Not
secret.
about thinking about it. That's the secret. It's overlooked. It's called secret because we're not doing it.
Right. Like it's too simple. Well, we have a comment from Brenda in the chat. Mingtong Gu, you are a beautiful soul. I feel and love the joy you emanate. So this is what you get when you practice Qigong for years. How many years have you been practicing?
Yeah, maybe 35,
35.
36
Okay.
years, and I'm
35.
still enjoying it, still doing it. You know, it's like the
Wonderful.
idea of, oh, I need to
Yeah.
learn something to fix my problem, change my life, and expecting someday you don't have to do anything, expecting health continue, joy continue, peace continue, fulfillment continue without self-responsibility, without self-regulation, without practice. That's how we think, you know, it's like relationship with the medication. Using the medication when you need it, then fix the problem, then life continues same way. And that's the mindsets we have.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
life is about living experience. Yeah. This is self-care, self-regulation, self-practice, self-healing, self-realization. It's ongoing process. It's not like you can finish by any day.
Yeah.
And once you made this choice, you know the benefit. You know the ongoing benefit every day. You know, I was not born as a happy person. My childhood was totally, in a sense, it's a sad childhood, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And without a stable home, without a consistent family, you know, without, I feel lost, I feel confused, I feel, you know, even deserted in a way. And I have to find myself. Because of that, I have to, find myself again, rediscover myself again. And Qigong really helped me to do that. That's the main gift, find myself again, find my home again. And home is in the body. And when we discover home inside of us, then everywhere you go, you feel home. Whether you live in Santa Fe or another part of the planet Earth, or even change your families, you still feel home.
Yeah, I always say that too. That's something I say. It's wonderful. So we have a few more comments in the chat. David says, I love your presence, your joy, your authenticity, and desire to help people take agency back over our lives. Yes, it's an awakening, truly. And then he also follows up with, it's never too late to have an amazing childhood. Yes,
I love
that's right.
that.
You're having it now, right? Your
I'm having right
childhood.
now for the
Yeah.
rest of my life.
Oh, that's amazing.
So the secret to longevity from the Taoist traditions is a profound statement. And the original idea of Qigong from the ancient time is seeking for immortality. And obviously, quickly people discovered there's no such thing as immortality in the physical body. And even people are still seeking for it, right? This idea of anti-aging, this idea of living forever, this idea of implementing your consciousness into a machine so you can be immortal. That is like super crazy, but it's happening. But this idea of seeking for immortality in a way is it's important but we discover the true immortality is our spirit. But also we discover that the longevity is possible. The physical body may not be able to live forever, but you can live longer. You can live healthier. You can live happier. You can live fulfilled. So Qigong is about continued discovery of your full potential at any given time. It's not like full potential 30 years later as a goal. Every day, what is your full potential of living with this energy, this power, this creative energy, this intelligence, this childlike nature you're born with? I have to show you this image.
Oh, you have that to remind you.
This image. But this image representing this childlike presence in all levels: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual.
Okay.
So not just this idea, it's like including the flexibility of this body, the usefulness of this body, how you can maintain that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I'm discover it's possible.
Yes,
It's like
of
I had
course.
all this severe condition, asthma, sclerosis. Not only I was able to recover from this condition, but I feel in some way my body is getting younger every day. My
Oh, I
skin
see
is
it.
getting younger every day. And now I can do this posture myself. And I cannot
Yeah.
do 30 years ago. I mean, that's what I call miracle. That's its true miracle. The impossible become possible.
Yes.
So, but the point is, any kind of improvement you're experiencing is indicating the miracle. So instead of life going downward, especially when you go aging, you can slow down this going downward. You can maintain this. You can even go upward.
Yeah.
That is amazing gift you can discover. So the ultimate statement from the Taoist tradition, the secret to immortality, the same secret to longevity, is to be a childlike again.
Yay. That sounds like fun. Well, I want,
Childlike, not only mentally, spiritually, but emotionally as well, physically.
yes. Yes. Thank you. Well,
That's it.
I'd like to play another clip from your series, More Energy. And this clip is from your video, Wisdom Healing Qigong Approach to Medication. So can we go to that clip?
I mean, this chi is part of her, my dear.
It's not a separate entity. Yeah. She's awakening herself to the degree, responding to the medicine now beyond the story now. Then, out of desperation, the drug is not working. Now I have to use Qigong 100%. Actually, the body wisdom is awakening, telling her, now you can do it. Don't go to the drug anymore. That's the body trying to tell her. The body is part of her. So eventually, she is able to not only come to the retreat, to internally not only strengthen her body, being more functional in life without any medicine.
Can you share a little bit more about this woman who healed through Qigong?
Yeah. I don't remember the detail, but she was on
Yes.
medication for decades.
Yeah, and she had rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And of course, the condition getting worse, but also, one side effect after another side effect. But she listened to her body, what the body needs most. And she decided based on that meditation to letting go of all the medication. And in the beginning was very difficult, obviously. Yeah. And this kind of dependency, mental, emotion dependency on the medication is so strong from her life conditioning. And so, but she persisted, and eventually able to improve pretty much all the condition without medication. And these are not just individual cases, but also I want to say, it's not required for you to get rid of medication in order to, benefit from Qigong practice. So often it's happening like this, whatever other treatment, medication included, and you continuing that, then Qigong become more like a support to that. And you increasing more energy, more vitality, more capacity for love and joy, and connection with your own body and so on. And also medically is improving, but also even reducing the side effect from the medication. Then you continue increasing your practice, then you can use less medication. It's like this, yeah. Eventually, you're letting go of the dependence on the medication. Then eventually your practice taking care of your health, taking care of yourself. So that is usually the process.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for explaining that. And Lori has a comment. Can you imagine what a wonderful world this would be if everyone were on this path with Qigong and all these modalities? We'd be superheroes and healed.
I think that's the vision of humanity team, Chi Center we all share, is we keep on planting the seed. Yeah, planting the seeds. But on the other hand, the deeper message is this process has to come from all of us, yeah. With you, with me, with all of us, yeah. Whoever is ready for the next step, yeah. The 10,000 miles journey starting with the first step, yeah. That's why we create these courses, to make this accessible. And it's like, truly first time in human history that become possible now because of technology. In the old days, actually, in China, these teaching practice as a knowledge is available in the book, but as true direct teaching, the practice itself, is remain underground until 67 70 years ago, even in China.
Wow, that's amazing. You know, our time is up today. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this program. If you're not a member of Humanities Stream Plus, I would highly encourage you to join to get access to Master Mingtong Gu's courses and our other incredible spiritual teachers and programs. So we're proud to say that Stream Plus is the largest online platform for transformational educational content. I wanted to thank Steve Farrell, Dee Meyer, and the production team, Jim Gray, Garth Catterall, Abby Johnson. It's been a pleasure connecting with you, Master Gu, and I wish you all the best in life.
Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, the entire Humanity team, for this continued labor of love, continued dedication. And just want to say for all the listener participant, realizing that you have not only the potential you're born with, but you also have a spiritual purpose here to awakening this body, awakening this heart, and connecting every aspect of yourself, wholeness of yourself, oneness of yourself, to realize heaven on the earth. So thank you again for this opportunity.
That was inspiring. Thank you, everyone.